Example 4.13. Good Fortune Industries decided to pay back a 20,000 loan by making 6 semi-annual payments at 12% compounded semi-annually. Okay, basically, let's try to look at this question, right? Whether it is just a normal kind of annuity or not. So there is no indicator that there is actually no statement that say nothing about making payment in annuity, but basically they made a 6 semi-annual payment, 6 equal semi-annual payment that shows in annuity. At 2 times per year, basically there is equal interval of time. So this is annuity, and because of there is no other thing mentioned, we will assume that this is a question of ordinary annuity certain, which is payment is being made at the end of each time period. Okay, so 20,000. The original loan is 20,000, and the payment made 6 times, right? 2 times per year at 12% compounded semi-annually. So find the semi-annual payment. So what is actually the value of R? So we actually have the information on the original the present value. So let's try to use it. So this is the formula, and our present value is actually 20,000. We want to know what is the R. Okay, and the I, it is 12% compounded semi-annually, so 0.12 compounded semi-annually, so 2 times per year. So for 6 times or 3 years, okay, 0.12 over 2, and calculate this. You should get the value of R equal to 4,067 ringgit 0.25. So basically, if you try to calculate it, 4,067 ringgit 0.25. Wait, 4,067.25 times with 6 times. Basically, the total amount of money that will be paid by Good Fortune Industry is 24,403 ringgit and 50 cents, which is the original amount is 20,000, and the balance is actually the interest. Alright, so let's try to look at the other question. Find the interest and principal portion of the first payment. Now we know that our first payment is 4,067 ringgit 0.25 cents, but out of this value, out of this amount, how much actually being paid to the principal and how much that is actually being paid to the interest, right? It is crucial to know that because by knowing it, we know what is actually the amount of principal that had been paid. So to calculate for interest, previously in the simple interest formula, we know that the formula is I equal to PRT. We can use it. So wait, PRT, and we know that when we actually substitute all the formula in this formula, right, it should all be in the form of years. Okay, so the principal is 20,000 times with the rate for year is 0.12, and the T is in the form of year, right? In terms of payment, the payment is being made 2 times per year, meaning that one payment per 6 months. But then, because we want it in the form of year, 6 months is equal to 0.5. Calculate this, and you should get 1,200. So 1,200 is actually the amount of interest paid out of this value of 4,000. So basically, even though you pay 4,067 ringgit and 25 cents, a portion of it, which is almost 1/3, right, 1,200, is paid to the interest. Okay, meaning the principal amount that you paid for your first payment is actually 4067.25 minus with 1,200, that give you 2,867.25. This is actually the amount of principal that you pay out of that 20,000. So basically, when the next question come in, which is what is the outstanding amount that need to be paid? So you can actually subtract with 4,000 because this is actually the amount that include the interest. So to find the outstanding amount, 20,000 minus with the principal value, which is 2,867.25. So that left you with 17,132 ringgit point 75 cents. So this is actually the outstanding amount after the first payment. Now the next question is actually similar to the first question, which is they want us to find the interest and principal portion for the second payment and then the outstanding balance after the second payment. Let's try to do that. Okay, now we know that this is actually our outstanding balance. So let's find out. We know that our monthly payment is 4,067 ringgit and 25 cents, which is the R. So out of this value, the interest is actually equal to, let's use PRT again, PRT, which is equal to, the P now is 17,132.75 times with the same as what we did before, 0.12 times with 0.5, which is equal to 1,027 ringgit 0.97 cents. So out of this 4,000, now the value of interest has decreased. So because of the value of interest has decreased, meaning that the value of principal that we pay for the second payment is actually bigger compared to the first one. So what is actually the value, the principal amount for the second payment? So simply take the outstanding balance for the first payment, which is 17,132.75 minus with before we do that, let's calculate what is actually the principal amount that have been paid. So 4,067.25 minus with the interest for the second payment, with 1,027.97, that left you with actually how many? 3,000. How much? So 3,039.28. Okay, this is actually the principal amount paid for the second payment. So the outstanding balance will be 17,132.75 minus with this 3,039 ringgit 0.28, and that gives us 14,093.47. Oh, sorry, 14,000.